Niharika and welcome back to a new lesson. Well, today we are going to talk about the different stages of life. Now, we talk about different stages of life in English. There are certain English terms that we use that relate to our age. So, which are these terms? Well, let's have a look. We're going to start with the very first one, which is a preemie. So, who is a preemie? Well, preemie is an English term that we use for a premature baby. So a baby who is born before he or she is completely developed in the woman's womb. So preemie is a perfect term that is used for a premature baby. Like my sister was a preemie, okay? So which means that she was born in the 8th month of the pregnancy. So before she was fully developed, she was born, so she was a premature baby, and this stage of life is called preemie in English. Moving on to the next term that we use relating to age is newborn. Well, newborns are so cute and adorable. Well, newborn is an English term that we use for babies who are just born, that is from the first day, and you can use this till the baby is 4 weeks old. Okay, so that's a newborn for you. Well, my cousins are traveling with their newborn, so which means that my cousin just delivered a baby and she is traveling with the newborn who is probably a week old. Okay, moving on to the next one is baby or infant. Now you can either use the word baby or you can use an infant for children who are below 2 years of age. Aren't they so cute? So the children or the babies who can't really walk or talk, well, yes, they remove different sounds which sound so cute, but they can't really talk clearly and they're not able to walk properly. Like they need to hold someone's hand and then try to walk. So the children who are below 2 years of age, well, they belong to this age group, which is a baby or infant. Moving on to the next one that I have for you is toddler. Yes, like my mom said that I was extremely naughty as a toddler. So toddlers are children between the age group of 2 years to 3 years. So the children who have just started to talk or have just started to walk, well, they belong to this stage, which is toddlers. Well, it's quite a hectic thing for the mothers because toddlers are extremely naughty. So you have to be really careful with toddlers. Moving on to the next one is child. Now, you can use this term in English for little kids. There is no set age for it, so you can either use this term for a newborn, for a premature baby, for an infant, for a toddler, or even for a teenager. So, this is a very common term used for someone who is below 18 years of age. Okay, so they are your adorable children. So the term child can be used for kids below 18. Okay, there is no set age really. Then we have preteen, or there's another term in English that you can use is tween. So who belong to this stage of life, preteen or tweens? Well, you got to be very careful because your young kids are growing up and now they are preteens or probably tweens. So which means they are either 10 years old, so they are between 10 years to 12 years, and they are preteens or tweens. So if you are celebrating your boy's birthday who's just gonna turn 10 this year, well, congratulations, he is entering the preteen stage, okay, or he is a tween now, right? So that's how you can use this in English. Moving on to the next stage of life, which is teenager. Yes. Well, you again have to be very careful with teenagers because they tend to become really stubborn. They just want to do what they want to do. So they are teenagers for you. Well, teenagers are kids or young children who are between the age of 13 to 18. So they are teenagers, right? Then we have adult. Well, welcome to adulthood if you are turning 18 this year. So yes, the people who are above 18 and above, well, they are an adult now. So 18 and above. Well, if you are an adult, yes, you can drive too. So that's an adult for you. As I said, now that I'm an adult, I miss being a child. So, but if you are turning 18, then welcome to adulthood. The next one that we have for you is middle-aged. Okay, so who belong to this age group? Well, middle-aged are people who are between 40 to 50 years old. Yes, so if you are maybe 45 or probably turning 50 this year, then you belong to the middle-aged group. Yes, people who belong to this group also often go through midlife crisis. So you better be careful. So that's middle-aged for you. The next one that I have for you is senior citizen. Now, generally, people who are 55 to 70 years old, well, they are senior citizens. Now, many people tend to call them old. Oh, look at that old man. That is so mean. That's just not polite. So, if you have to use a polite phrase, then you would say he is a senior citizen. So just be careful. Give him a seat. When you are traveling in a train and you realize that there's this senior citizen standing beside you, please offer your seat to him. Okay? Do not say that, hey, you're old, so why don't you take my seat? That's not the right way. Well, you call them as senior citizens because the word old is not polite. Okay, so someone who is between the age group of 55 to 70, well, they are senior citizens. Now, this age differs country to country, but this is just a generalization that I have given. And then the last term that I have for you is elderly. Again, the word elderly is used for very old people, but you cannot call them old. That is rude. So like your grandparents, well, probably they are 70 and above. Take care of them because they are sweethearts. They are your grandparents or probably even your parents. But they are not old. A better term to use in English is elderly. Well, they are elderly. Well, I have to take care of my elderly grandparents. So which means they belong to the age group of 70 and above. Okay? So this is the way you would use these terms in English. So the next time you are talking about people relating to their age, you know what term to use in English. So start using them confidently and I'll be back with a new lesson soon. Till then, you take care.